Hi everybody, welcome back. It is another video. Today we're gonna model this round diamond. Here is a sample model. So a diamond shape is a interesting shape to make a model of. Alright, let's go to shaded view with edges. Alright, we'll just get started. So this material is nice. This is gemstone. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make round diamond shape. And turn off the templates. We're gonna use millimeters. Alright, I'll turn on the datums. Okay, so I have this image here of proportions. If you search online for diamond cut proportions, you will find different diamond cut proportion dimensions, but for mine I'm going to use this the proportions here. So first step, I'm going to create an extrusion. My diamond has a round of 100 millimeters. So this is the main, the 100% size. That's the circular size of the diamond, and I'm gonna accept. I'll extrude down, and the extrusion proportion is 60 for my cut proportion, and I'm gonna turn off the reflection. Okay, next step, I'm gonna create two planes. Click a plane here. I'll extrude down. The two planes are 15.5 mil and 2 mil here. So I'll put 15.5. Okay. Then go plane again. I'll drag this down and I'll put 2. And I'll go okay. Alright, so we have the planes there. Now we're going to draw the shape at the top. So I'll create a sketch. And I'll click on this palette. Palette is a existing shapes, and a diamond uses an 8-sided octagon shape. I'll drag into there and put this in the middle. And I'll roughly just drag this to around there, and I need to rotate this so the point is aligned with the vertical reference. So this needs to be 22.5, I think. So look, yeah, it's very important that this point lines up with that. So it's 22.5 degrees. Okay, so next we will need to check the diameter of the circle here. So if I go to dimension, click the circular reference twice, and then middle click to place a dimension. We want that to be at 55% approximately. So I'm going to turn that on to reference dimension because it's not a we don't want to change the other things. So I'll make this 20.5. So let's make that 21. Alright, it's close to 55%. So my one is 21 millimeters for each of the segments. We go okay. Okay, we're gonna do the first cut. Alright, now one more step we do is drawing the profile sketch. So I'll rotate this to place it how I want. Alright, now I'm going to go project this line in, and I'm going to click this button and make this a reference so I can select them, and also the bottom one as well. So I'm going to use the line tool, draw in at the end of the projection line here, make a line there, join it with the plane here, and bring it down here. And one more thing before we go off, we're going to check the angle here, and I'm going to set this as a reference dimension. So it should be around 34.5, which is fine to me. We're going to go ahead and accept that sketch. Alright, so with a diamond, when you have a block of material, first thing we would do is go extrude. I'll switch on to hidden lines and click on this line. It's selecting the whole thing. If you tap right click, okay, so we just want that line. So we're going to go define sketch, click on this plane, sketch, and I'm going to project this line in. And basically we want projection here, and I'm going to project a surface. I'll right click, set that as symmetrical, and make it go all the way across. I'll make it 100 mil, and I'll click OK, and then I'll go solidify, remove material, and switch to other direction. We'll keep the other things, and we want to pattern this. I'll group these together and pattern, and do a rotation around the y-axis. I will repeat it 8 times and make it go, click here, make it go 360. Alright, so when you have a block of material, first step is removing the material from there, and next we're going to remove the bits on the bottom as well. So we go extrude, project in this diagonal line here, and we're going to go right click, symmetrical, extrude, switch to surface. I'll make this 100 again. Make sure I make 110. And I'll go OK. And to remove material, go solidify, click remove material, switch to the other direction, click OK, and then we group these and then pattern the cut. I'll make it go around the y-axis, 8, repeat, and click here to make it go 360. So there you go. So with a block of material, we grind off the top bit, the bottom bit. Alright, next step, we're going to cut a triangle here. We're going to place a datum point. I'll make that point 3 from the top, and I'm going to use datum curve here. We draw a curve from here to here and go OK. We'll click on boundary blend, and if I tap right click, I select only that segment and that segment. It creates a surface there, and I'll go OK. Now I'll go solidify and remove material, and I switch to the other way, and I'll select these 2 features and group them, and then I'll go pattern. I'll around the y-axis again. So we go 8 segments, 360, and there you go, it makes the top cut around. Okay, now we're going to do a cut around here. Okay, let's go. Okay, to do that we need to draw in a line around the outside. So I'll sketch, make a sketch, and I'll project these segments here. Okay, so I have that. Alright, now we'll place a down point here, and I'll go in, create a curve from here to here. And also one more from here to here. Click OK. I'll switch to hidden line view and I'll select these two. I'll go boundary blend and select these two. Click OK. And I'll just extend this edge. Click on the edge and click on this one, extend, and we can make this a bit longer, so I'll make that 5, and I'll also extend this one as well. I'll switch on to shaded view and we need to extend it out. I'll make around 15. Okay. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. Okay, so we will go solidify to make a cut. Click OK, and we'll group all of these surface features, and then we group them. And what I'll do is I'll mirror them, actually mirror them around here, so they do on the left and right. And then I'll select that first group, and then I'll go pattern, axis, we'll rotate around the Y 8 times all the way around. So it makes a cut here, and with the mirror bit here, we'll select the mirror feature and pattern that, and we go rotate around the Y-axis 8 times 360 degrees, and there you go, we have a cut here, and then it repeats all the way around. So the top half, the top's bit is finished. Now just a few more steps on the bottom. We click on point, we click on here. I'll set this to 0.3 again, and I go OK. And we want this line to go to the plane underneath, so I'll go project and select the plane here, and it creates a line around the outside. Okay, so we'll need to put a point here, and OK. Okay, next I'll go create a curve from here to here, and I'll go deselect and do one more curve from here to here, and I'll create a surface with boundary blend and select that 2 curves. I'll go to hidden view to extend this surface so we can cut, extend up about 5. Okay, and then I'll go select that edge of the triangle here, and I'll extend that out. I'll make that around 20, and then I'll turn on shaded view. I'll bring that down a bit so it's more clean. Make that 15, and then I'll solidify, remove material, and remove that bit there. Okay, what we do, we group these together and then we mirror with the right plane. Okay, so basically it's cutting against this edge. Alright, we're nearly done. We just go select the cut feature, we'll go pattern, rotate around the y-axis 8 times and make it go 360. So it's just cutting here, and we need to do the cut on the mirror as well. So we go pattern, let me check again. Select the mirror feature, pattern, axis pattern, and then make it go around the y-axis, and I think that's it. So I'll turn off the data plane, and we can see that this is the last cut here, the mirror cut, it joined with the repetition on the other side. Alright, so let's just go to layer view to hide all these curves. We right click to create a new layer and then switch to curves and drag a box around everything, and you click OK. It will add to all the curves to a layer, and we hide the layer, and then that will hide all the curves. And you might go into view and we switch to glass gemstones and pick a color, switch to part, and then we switch on to shading view rendering, and your diamond's complete. Let me try a different color. I'll add some more saturation, and let's go for a bright color. There you go, you have a completed diamond. Alright, let's switch that to basic material. But there you go, that's the shape. Looks spot on. You can play around with the proportion for different types of cut for the round diamond. That's it everybody, thanks for watching, have a nice day.